Hi guys. Okay, so I'm making this video finally. I've been meaning to do it for a long time. And this is pretty much, I'm just gonna show you guys some of the things that I use on a daily basis and that I've been using for more than maybe probably 15 years. To heal myself, and especially during these times of that we have going on with COVID. So I'm making this video for anyone that would want to listen to it and that's open to these things. Some of these things are just regular vitamins and whatnot, and some of these things I'll show you even have a little bit of a controversial, like you know, undertone on it that people might feel different about. So please, if that's this not what you like or not what you believe, you know, it's not for you. But if you're open to it, then here it is. As you guys, some of you guys might know, Johnny, my partner, he got COVID around beginning of October, I believe. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, it was around beginning of October. I have his results here. But anyways, he got it from work. So thankfully I had just gotten back to the house and was able to help him through his healing process. So I'm going to show you guys some of the things that I use to speed up his healing. And also so the symptoms he had was he lost his sense of smell. He had terrible body aches, terrible headaches, mild fever. He didn't want to eat a lot. He had body sweats, like pretty intense body sweats. So I didn't quarantine myself during this time. I slept in the same bed and hang out with him. I mean, I didn't eat from the same plate he was eating. Maybe we kissed maybe a few times or something. Maybe I kissed him on the cheek. But my point is that I didn't, just put him in a room, and so I was with him exposed to it. So I'm going to show you guys also what I did. So because I got tested and I didn't get it from him. So I pretty much just stayed in the same regimen he did. So I just, even though I didn't have any symptoms or anything, I just stayed put with what I was giving him. So just pretty much building my immune system. Yeah, I think that's pretty much a quick summary beginning of this. And yeah, I've gotten tested. I'm gonna get tested actually tomorrow again because I have a doctor's appointment, but I have been able to keep my immune system strong for the most part. So yeah, so this is part one. So I'm gonna show you guys on video part two all the things that we use. Thank you. All right, guys. Okay, so this is video part two. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the vitamins we took. So we were taking vitamin D3. I'm gonna show you guys here. This is a brand that I picked. I don't have a preference, just whatever works for you, whatever's in your budget as well. So this supports healthy bones and immune function. Also vitamin D is what we get from the sun, right? So if you're not out in the sun getting your daily dosage of vitamin D out there, then you are not getting, obviously, this vitamin D. And what this does is it helps against, like the common cold, the flu, any type of viruses. So it gets absorbed through your skin from the sun. So this is a good supplement vitamin C. So a lot of you guys know what this does. Immune health. You can find it in a lot of like citrus stuff and some veggies as well. Calcium, so really good for your bones and muscle function. Magnesium, also really good for your muscles. And so we're taking all these things in order to help the whole system, right? Not only maybe immune health, but just like the whole system kind of like work as a unit, so no one is kind of left unnoticed. Zinc. Then we were also this is now these are the main vitamins. So besides this, I added some black seed oil. So I'm not gonna list you guys all the benefits of everything because it would be a very long video, but I'm gonna tell you guys what we took, and then you're welcome to do your own research, which is always recommended. So promotes healthy immune response, digestive and respiratory health. So black seed oil is amazing for these benefits. What else do we have? B complex is really good as well for your nerve health and also boosts your energy. Then we have, I'm going to introduce you guys to now one of the main things that I use all the time, and for any time that I'm feeling icky or that my immune system is a little low, or maybe I haven't, eaten well. So oil of oregano has so many benefits, but among those are, it's an anti-inflammatory. It comes in, you can get it in supplement little caps, or you can get it in liquid form, right? So it's an anti-inflammatory, antibiotic, antibacterial. It's a pain reliever. How you take it, you take 4 drops of this in a little shot of water, or you can take 1 capsule of this every day until you feel better. So I've been taking this for years. Every time I feel a cold coming on or anything, even for just any kind of infection, this is just great. So must have in your house. Another must have in your house that I preach on all the time is apple cider. As you guys can see, I have it by the huge bottle. I use this for my baths, I use this for my dreads. I take this 2 tablespoons of it in a little bit of water, or in 8 ounces of water, for to help to help my blood circulate better when I have muscle cramps. It's an antibacterial, anti-inflammatory. It helps you detox. It has lots of potassium. So apple cider has, the list goes on of benefits. I just huge fan of these 2 things. Okay, so another thing that I've been using for us is that I use specifically during COVID is elderberry syrup. So this is the brand that we got, and it's really good for your immune system. And just this did wonders for us. So we took this for the whole 14 days that we were quarantining. By the way, Johnny got better within 3 days of just really intense supplementation of all these things. So we were doing all the vitamins, following the instructions in the back, and then with these, like I said, I was giving him 1 of these because he doesn't like the liquid. With apple cider, so he doesn't like to drink it, so I went to CVS and I just got him capsules. So anyone that doesn't like the flavor can take it like that. You can just buy this at any local CVS. Most of these things I buy them at Sprouts, where I find it a little bit cheaper. So again, elderberry, follow instructions in the back. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is that one thing that's always a little bit controversial is colloidal silver. So colloidal silver has been, there's documented knowledge of this since the 1920s for medical purposes. So if then there was no restrictions, or there was no like controversy on this. But over the years, all this knowledge, the knowledge of this has been kind of obscure, because like it has healed at rapid, like, you know, speeds and whatnot, and so it doesn't benefit the pharmaceutical companies and whatnot. So anyways, this boosts your immune systems and antivirus, antibacterial. It destroys toxins. It's just amazing for these times as well. So what did I do with this? Same thing, follow the instructions in the back, and I gave this to Johnny and myself for the 14 days. Not to be overused. Again, like, these are just my recommendations. I'm not a doctor. So like, take most of these things like that I showed you, at least this, like, putting aside maybe the colloidal silver, like, are all that have no bad side effects or long-term side effects or anything. It's just like natural medicine. Colloidal silver is a natural medicine as well. It's just you should not overuse it. Same thing as oil oregano. You shouldn't take this forever. You only take it as needed. Next thing that is like was great for this COVID time was Host Defense. It's a really good brand. It's quite expensive, but so if you can just get your hands either on these kind of things. This had a whole list of mushrooms. These are, as you can see, chaga, maitake, reishi, cordyceps. So, you know, you got things like, you know, most of these mushrooms are really good for your immune system. Most of them are anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer. And you got lion's mane that like helps, you know, with brain function. Let's see what else. Most of them build collagen. Like maitake builds collagen, which, you know, it's what helps. It's required to create like tissue and muscles and bones. So, but most than anything, it just really boosts your immune system. So keep that in mind. Boost your immune system up. So like you are helping your body like defend itself. Why do we need that? Why a lot of people are like, well, my body does that automatically, you know, and whatnot. Well, like if you are keeping a very balanced diet, a strong diet that's like, you know, mainly alkaline, a lot of fruits, a lot of veggies, you know, not a lot of red meat and whatnot, like balanced protein. And then on top of that, like our vegetables and fruits don't have the same nutrition that they did back in the day. The soil is not as on point as it used to be. So you got to keep in mind that the nutritional level of veggies and fruits and whatnot are not as they used to be. And look at the protein; it has a lot of hormones and whatnot. So keep all that in mind. That's why we take supplements, so we can, like, you know, help. Another thing that was really good, I was taking it, I didn't give it to Johnny. So with this, you gotta be mindful. Take a little bit and do a tryout before, if you even go into this. Do a little bit and then see if you're not allergic to it. This is pretty much like if you're allergic to bees, then you'll be allergic to bee pollen. But a lot of people don't know because they never gotten stung by a bee. So, but this is a superfood. What is bee pollen good for? it gives you an energy boost, but not only that, it's really good for your lungs. It treats asthma. It like is an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. It's really good for allergies, and yeah, again, huge immune booster. Okay, so lemon and ginger, a must have in your kitchen. And I wanted to show you guys also turmeric. And if you don't want if you can't buy the root, oh, you can always buy the root and then make it into tea and then put some lemon. This is a good tea lemon ginger thing. But you can also buy the powder, right? And also, huge thing you should have, turmeric. And if you're gonna get turmeric, make sure you get pepper. Pepper is what activates the curcumin in turmeric, so it gives you all the benefits of turmeric. You can look up the benefits of turmeric, but some of them are, you know, anti-inflammatory, brain function, heart, you know, it helps with your heart, it reduces cancer, etc. Ginger is a huge anti-inflammatory as well. Okay, so I think that is about everything we took. What I would add, if you guys can and would like, you can always take a something to help your lymphatic system. Your lymphatic system, the way that it cleans itself is through movement. So if you're not moving a lot, if you're not like, you know, being active, then everything, all the toxins in your lymph nodes and whatnot, they're not properly, you know, released or whatever. This is one that, but you can find anything at Sprouts that will help the removal of cellular waste, as it says, that lymphatic cleansing. Okay, so last but not least, I wanted to talk to you guys about essential oils. So essential oils, I use doTERRA. This is my favorite brand, but you guys are welcome to use any brand you guys like. I'm just gonna show you guys that these are my main 3 guys, and I use these guys on the daily almost. So essential oils break the blood barrier, so they penetrate. You know, they like go straight to where they need to be. So like even in like we have a blood barrier in our brain, so essential oils are one of the only things that can break through that. That's why a lot of, like, for example, brain cancers and things like that, there's a lot of medicine that is not able to cure these things, but essential oils can. So frankincense, anti-cancer, like pretty much destroys cancer. Peppermint is antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, just huge anti-inflammatory. And rosemary as well, anti-inflammatory. So these 3 things, what I do is if you have a respiratory symptoms due to COVID, you take these 3 oils, and if they're too strong, make sure you dilute them with a little bit of coconut oil, but if not, then you just put them in your hand and you rub them on your chest, right, on your throat. Just test a little bit always, don't burn yourself or anything. You can find essential oils at Sprouts or any other spot. Even like I think maybe some CVS's might have some. The other one that I recommend is eucalyptus. So the way I use eucalyptus is I grab a pot and I put water in it, and I boil the water, and then carefully remove the pot from the stove, put it on a chair that's safe, you know, maybe put a blanket underneath or something, or even on the floor, and then you drop like about 5 to 10 drops of eucalyptus. You grab a towel, you put the towel over your head, and you breathe in the steam just to clear any mucus, help your lungs, and the flow of your breath. So really good, just old school grandma stuff that we would do. Okay, so I said last but not least, but I have a few more. CBD. So this is my favorite brand. I know this lady that makes them. You can get her products online. Really amazing. I give this to my dog. And CBD will help you with any kind of pain. Also, it will help rebuild your immune system and any cellular damage that COVID might have done. It has directions in the back. Yeah, and I take it. It doesn't put me down or anything, but you can take it before bed. It's up to you. And then this is not my favorite brand, but black fermented garlic is amazing. It's like kind of sweet, and it has a bunch of also benefits of antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, circulates blood, etc. Yeah, so I think like that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys like this video. I'm gonna try to see if I forgot anything, but I don't think so. Make sure that mostly important is you stay hydrated. And then also, if you're not eating a lot, besides all this supplementation, I would recommend something like this. Environmental Greens has all these things, you know, barley grass, dandelion leaf, ginger root, barley, moringa leaf. It has kelp, you know, all these things that probiotics that will help. It's like pretty much like all the benefits and nutrition that veggies have, but they're all in powder form. And you just drink this with a little bit of water. There's instructions in the back as well. This is a huge, amazing brand. Health Force, anything by them is really good. So this really helps if you can't eat. This will help you get through the days if you don't have an appetite. All right, well, so that is it. I'll show you guys again one more time all these little things. And I hope you guys feel better. Keep your immune system strong. Stay positive. Watch a lot of funny movies and comedy. We can get through this. Helping each other, and more than anything, being positive and just sending, you know, good vibes and just good energy to each other, and not causing any more separation, but just, you know, health and peace. All right, guys. Much love to everyone. And I will talk to you guys later.